the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
From the 31, Stafford over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Strong safety Sean Williams really bounced back from injuries in previous seasons to post one of the best years of his NFL career. 5 interceptions in 2018, led the league in interception return yards, provides great veteran leadership, and some real thump coming from his spot in the secondary.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bills now under third-year man Sean McDermott. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
Case Keenum won't overwhelm you with his athleticism, won't wow you with his arm, but somehow, when he's on the field and he's in charge, the ball gets moved by his offensive teammates.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. The tight end, Rhett Ellison, with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Keenum now to throw. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Keenum. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down. Now Keenum again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the defense for New York.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Keenum. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And New York set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second down, McKinnon. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Blue 16. Brought down by Patrick Onwuasor. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun on 3rd down. Stafford, he finds McKinnon, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run it with McKinnon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That man Myers last year with the Jets in his first season made a name for himself.
He certainly did. How about this? The NFC and AFC Pro Bowl kickers, Both came from the New York teams. Aldrick Rosas for the NFC and Jason Myers here for the AFC with the Jets. How about him? 33 for 36. Really helped out the young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
And now out come the Bills. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he finds McLaurin, and he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
1st down, Bills.
Keenum now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play action fake to Gurley. Keenum. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Keenum to throw again. Oh, he stays up. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Keenum. And the pressure gets to him again.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-point drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
It's a pickup for 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Check the backer, check the backer.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
On second down, McKinnon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford on third down. And he finds McDonald. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. This is first and goal from about the 8. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown.
As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3.
Makes the score Bills 13, Jets 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That'll go as a loss of 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Stafford. Finds the open target, Arnold. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, Stafford, and that will be incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Marshall. Incomplete.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Keenum. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the 2nd quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. 1 target, no catches. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, a give to Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Patrick Unwasser.
That's it.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
False start, offense.
Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
We got 4.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw complete here to Williams, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And that is incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Hill shedding the tackle. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Offense.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Keenum, and this is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? you're likely going to have to.
That's it, baby.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Pick me up. Here we go.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll run with Davis. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 55 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is
Face
about.
mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, fellas.
Automatic first down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Stafford. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, Case Keenum has been the star of the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
2nd down at the 11-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Keenum, that's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Ben Banagoo brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This will be fielded at the 6. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Here's McKinnon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And incomplete. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall, and that'll make it third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Akeem Hicks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw, Keenum. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Keenum. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenum, and that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Keenum. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Let's go.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on third down, Stafford.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A first down carry for Davis. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Get him, boy.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
It's a game
Come on,
of 3.
come get some.
Brings up
Come get
3rd
some. Come on,
and
come get
6.
some.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
Now Case Keenum in the offense heading back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
They're going to 88. They're going to 88.
On first down, Keenum. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
First down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. We can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack on first down, Keenum, and that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Keenum. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
First down, Bill.
Keenum now on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Play fake to Gurley. Now Keenum. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on second and long. Keenum caught left side, Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Keenum. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. Now Stafford. And he finds McDonald. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 3rd down, Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those caught by Marshall. He's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They would try to go to Brown once again, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Man open left side, it's Williams. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford on the left side. It's McDonald. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Trent Taylor. Incomplete. He was covered by...
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
There'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Keenum.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 7, Keenum. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run. It's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's Riley Dixon now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He's back to throw. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Come on, fellas.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a 2nd time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Okay.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Bills, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.